Alright, the next swirling I'm going to test here are these Magic Marble swirling paint. I bought the primary set from them, so I'm going to go ahead and swirl red, blue, and yellow. It also comes with a black, a green, and a white. Essentially, what this tells you is fill up a container with water, cold water, shake the paints well, swirl the colors with a stick, submerge the object, wipe away excess paint, remove object, and you're done. So we'll see if it's that easy. I've got a piece of wood here primed with Zinsser's primer. Got my bucket of cold water, and let's see how this does with the blue. It's the blue. Do some red. A little yellow. Go back to blue. And some red. Do one more yellow. Get a stick and we'll swirl this together. Probably should be using a little more paint, but that's alright. Go ahead and dip this in. Get my stick. Now that is impressive. I had my doubts, but that worked out pretty well. Obviously it doesn't work out too well on bare wood. It's actually not bad where it's thicker. But that's awesome. Obviously I had more paint as I was dipping through, and I kind of ran out of paint as I got up here. So if I was going to be doing a full-on guitar body, I'd be going with a lot more paints. But pretty awesome coloration. You know, you got the red, the blue, and the yellow. Definitely doesn't look good on bare wood, but we'll see what this looks like once it dries. So first blush, Magic Marbles, or Magic Marble looks awesome. Definitely recommend it, just based on the first dip here. Really impressed with the way the paint lays. There's actually no bubbling like I've had with some other paints. It's sitting really cool. You got some really neat swirls, specifically where the paint is darker. So obviously you need more paint to keep that really dark coloration, but look at that, that is outstanding. There's not a whole lot of color bleeding going on. This stuff looks great. Really impressed with it. Come back down here about an hour and film it again when it's a little bit more dry. Alright, so here we are about an hour later. It's actually pretty dry to the touch, surprisingly. You know, this piece was surface sanded. You know, everything seems pretty dry. Coloration, you know, like I said, if I had poured more colors, I probably wouldn't get this fading. And then even on the wood side, surprisingly it looks better now that the wood is actually dried. Very interesting. Really like these Magic Marble paints. Very impressed with them. Really lay on nice. There's no bubbles. There's no mixing. You don't need borax. Really kind of easy to use. So I'll definitely be buying more of the Magic Marble paint here. Really impressed with the way it comes out. I would just coat this with a clear coat and leave it. Definitely feels like it needs a clear coat. Doesn't have enough substance to it, but just top notch with the way the swirl looks. Really high quality product.